Everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Ender Magnolia, Bloom in the Mist. It is the sequel slash successor to Ender Lilies. I'm not actually sure if the plot is connected in any meaningful fashion. However, the style and the vibes very much are. So it's out now today on Steam for 20 bucks. So if you want to pick it up yourselves, you can. But it's a Metroidvania. Is there a way I can delete this? I have no idea. I guess I'll just start a slot 2 save data. But yeah, it's a dark fantasy Metroidvania with kind of pseudo-Souls-like mechanics that I rather enjoyed a couple years ago. Never finished it because it got a little hard. I stopped playing for a little bit, and then at that point I was too rusty to continue on, and I should probably go back and finish them someday. I'm kind of committed to like spending a month just beating every Metroidvania I can, but for now, we're just going to dive into this one, check it out, and see how fun it is. People seem to like it. Homunculi, artificial forms of life. Word is they're mostly human, but is that true? Human? Those mutants? All those times they've attacked us? It's going really fast. Those things only look like us. Similarities end there. Be not afraid. It'll be all right. Your moment is at hand. What we've prepared for. Listen carefully. Seek out allies. Find the other attuners. I have faith in you. You can. The homunculi. So I think, as per last game, we're playing as some small child. I don't know if we have something fighting for us like last time, though. I'm still alive. Wow. Okay, this looks pretty scuffed. But how? I've forgotten something. Or someone. Someone important. Okay, this is even more striking than the last one. The last one was very grayscale like this, but this has got that kind of nice blue-red color scheme filtering in. What is this place? So move, jump, and as with every Metroidvania, you go left first. Most of the time. Ancient experiment log, scrapped homunculi, 1400 plus, or 1400 plus, homunculus tuners to be transported to insufficient. Number of specimens scrapped per month, decreasing. Contact research facility. Yeah, like I said, I really want to do some kind of like mega Metroidvania, just like, I'm going to play through and finish all of these. It's weird. There are very few genres that I can kind of play extensively. I think the character model is 3D. Ooh, that's kind of neat. Looks like it could be useful. Healing Ward. Restores Lilac's HP. While the uses are limited, they can be replenished at respites. Amulets of protection resonate with Argentine vials. Invoking. Argentine vials. Invoking a protective ward. So L1 to heal up. So there's our Estus. Oh, it's a ladder? No? Ah. No choice but to run past for now. Maybe the last game was more 3D. Subterrain testing site ruins. I love this aesthetic. The like sci-fi sci-fi facility that's gone like horribly, terribly wrong. Something about it is just kind of cool to me. And like, I think there's that inherent mystery of like, with all this technology and all of this presumed power, how did things go this wrong? Oh. I see. So I have to roll first. Unless, no, it's gotta be. Because then we start sprinting. There we go. But usually like clicking in the left stick to sprint or something like that. I guess it is kind of hold the dodge button. Huh. Oh, hello. A homunculus. It isn't moving. Has its magic been exhausted? Eyes that bleed for death. Or rather, eyes that do not fear death. You seem familiar. Do you not fear me? Why would I be afraid? I've been around homunculi since I was little. All I've ever wanted is to help them. Ah, lend me your power then. A touch of magic should allow me to liberate myself. In turn, I will aid in your survival. Oh, that's not a face under there. That's just a weird helmet. Oh, it's a lady. My aid comes with a condition. What is it? You fear I might devour you? We can speak further once we've escaped. Escaped this dreary pit. It would be more efficient. I assume you'd rather not linger either. Allies, Nola, a mysterious combat homunculus abandoned at the Subterrain testing site. Looks nothing like a worker homunculi found in the lower stratum. An ancient, noble aura surrounds her. So we can now attack with square. So we can cut through things and destroy walls. Yeah, so this is very much the same deal as Ender Lilies. One sort of downer is that attacking does slow us down. But I think that's fine. There we go. Now, yeah, we are actually gaining some kind of resource as we're fighting these guys. I think you level up, if I remember right. It's been a while. Okay, respites. Can be found in multiple locations. Resting at a respite saves your game, replenish HP and heals. Causes enemies to respawn. That's fine. Okay, you can also rewatch cutscenes. Well, that's nice. So you can also switch which homunculi we have associated with each section. You can see their stats. I think there's ways to, like, upgrade them, too. I'm seeing there's, like, maybe something along... kind of... It looks like there's more UI, so there might be other abilities that can be equipped, maybe. Relics to be equipped, collection, so these are the different moves that I can use, intel, and then the map. Nice. Yeah, the production values on this are fantastic so far. The music is good too. I'm just going to wander the heck around. Actually, do we want to go up? If I go up, we can get back to where we were at. I don't know if that's where we want to be. Kind of a shame that interacting with stuff, I can't just hit it. Why do I have to go through all this effort just to open and close doors? So do we want to go down? Sure. Let's go up. I think eventually I get to just warp between these points anyway. So I don't think it really matters too much. Oops. I like the fact that the character actually really does have kind of a nice animation. As the homunculus is attacking, we too are kind of... swinging our arms around a little bit, which is kind of fun. I almost wish it was kind of to the point where after a certain point the Lilac even starts fighting herself a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. I like the idea of a character that relies on ghostly companions and then after a certain point gets, oops, strong enough that they don't have to. Kind of as a, like... let's see. You know, a crutch when you're young, but growing up and getting stronger. Looks like there might also be a stagger bar, maybe. Okay, locked. The music is kind of this interesting mix between classical and almost industrial. I like it. Okay, so, can't fast travel yet. We'll just save. Memories, prologues, bosses, and boss rush. Oh, that's freaking creepy. Enemy break damage. Below an enemy's HP gauge is a gauge that represents break damage. It decreases as you attack enemies, can cause knockback or a stagger effect when depleted. This is your chance to go to the offensive. Beware of attacks from enemies yet to be staggered. Watch out for counterattacks as they recover. Okay. They've got a pneumatic hammer arm. Okay. Keep away. Well. What I'm trying to do, ow, is not that. What I'm trying to do is get like a quick hit. I think I have to jump those, unfortunately for me. What? Well, that was some anime stuff. I think the one thing I gotta remember is to actually use the roll. Oh, nope. They're doing that. Yeah. No iframes. Oh, I can do a dodge roll in the air. Well, that's useful. Not the smoothest kill, but not terrible. And of course, it was also a sad child. No, don't leave me. Perhaps I can help. Tune. So we're a homunculus tuner. Lilac, where are you going? Take me with you. Fumes? Oh. So what, was this supposed to be a weird gas chamber and she survived? Yeah, it's unsettling. You'll help me. The others, all they wanted was to go outside. I'm kind of curious about how we're storing all of these homunculi. Leto, the child test subject. A discarded test subject from a homunculus processing plant. He was... Oh, no, not girl. He was one of many homunculi who were exposed to the fumes as part of an experiment to observe how long they could withstand the effects before being driven to madness. As the fumes took hold, hordes of homunculus began to tear through one another, climbing the resulting pile of bodies in a frenzied bid to escape to higher ground. Leto survived by being buried under the pile. Leto's able to attack independently of Lilac and Nola. It's possible to activate Leto's ability and use Nola to attack at the same time. However, requires a cooldown period between uses. Ooh. Might it last with this free Subterrain testing site key. So it's currently off limits. We can get out of here. I wonder when we get access to fast travel. I'm also curious what leveling up did. I'm assuming it just increases our stats by a small amount. Okay, abilities of allies can be changed at respites, so homunculi, triangle, and then memories. So now we have youth's memories. And yeah, they all kind of show up around Lilac. Okay, do we use this? Do we want to go into that lower area? No, screw it. We're just going to progress as hard as we can. Milus Lab Primus presently shut. Homunculus Research Log 1. Artificial life forms created through infusion of magic. They are augmented by Milius, arcane smiths, and boast high physical capabilities and durability. Though they pose no danger to humans, spells that affect the consciousness are used to ensure homunculi remain true to their purpose. However, these methods require tuning from time to time. I'm digging industrial classical. Yo, if there are any bands like this, let me know. I'll listen to the soundtrack for this for sure, but... I shudder to think of the inhumane experiments homunculi were subjected to beneath the surface. Do you remember anything at all? The fumes, they drove everyone mad. They hurt each other. I saw you in my memory. Are you Lilac? Yes, I think so. There is undoubtedly a deeper connection here. Fret not, however. Your memories will resurface in time. In fact, it would appear we all have something we're struggling to recall. I do remember one thing, though. You wield a power capable of liberating the homunculi. Those with such powers, I believe they were known as attuners. We may be able to find more of your ilk by retracing the memories of homunculi. Anything to the left? No. It is kind of Hollow Knight adjacent now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, locked. Ooh, look at that city in the background. That is really pretty. So this is the outside world. And that's the upper sanctum. That's where the sorcerers, the founders of this nation, and the creators of homunculi reside. I wish to go there so I may rid myself of these wretched dreams that haunt me. To that end, I will not permit you to perish. Steel yourself, Lilac. I understand. I don't remember it very well, but before I fell below the surface, there was someone who was desperate to save me. I think they were important to me. I want to know why they were crying. And I want to use my power to save as many homunculi as I can. I love that gradation, the kind of dark gray purples up to the kind of bright green, yellow cyan. Ooh. Ooh, and the homunculus kind of popping into existence around us while we're just hanging out. That is freaking cool looking. I mean, it's nothing really. Like, it's just an aesthetic, but it's a neat aesthetic. Boop. Okay, so they don't really attack automatically. It's more of like we cast them and they come out and do a big punch. Still useful though. Great for whammoing something at a range where we're reasonably safe. Yeah, there isn't a thing there. I always got to check for secret walls. Huh. Say, what kind of homunculus is that? It looks so old. And who might you be? The arcane smith of the town up ahead. Well, arcane smith in training, I guess. I'm looking to get my hands on an awesome gizmo that'll be able to help the whole town. Wait, are you an attuner? Like the one in town the other day? May I inquire where in town exactly? I don't know. It was my partner that saw them. Partner? A homunculus with wings. Say, did you happen to see him on the way here? No. Anyway, you look like a mess. Feel free to use anything here. Are you sure? She was an attuner who helped me one time. Oh, there was an attuner who helped me one time. She asked me to help other attuners if I met them. She was the one that built this place and left all this stuff here. You know, you remind me of her, that attuner lady. I am very thirsty. Oh, there's a mantle here you should take. It looks like it would be real handy for an attuner. Thank you, and I hope you find your friend. Say, if you see a homunculus with wings, would you help him out? If you can. Are you not going back to the city? It isn't safe out here, especially for one so small. I have to keep collecting junk. That's what it takes to survive in the lower stratum, not sanctum. Well then, I'll see you around. These are indeed items there are indeed items here that may prove useful. She also mentioned a wing homunculus. Aerial jump. Wow. Okay, so I've heard somebody describe Metroidvanias. There's a specific quota coefficient. It's called time to double jump. TTDJ, or I forget who brought this up. It might have been like Stephanie Sterling or something. But the time it takes for a Metroidvania. Oh no, it wasn't Stephanie Sterling. I think it might have actually been Yahtzee who brought this up. But how long it takes for a Metroidvania to hand you double jump. And this one is 15 minutes. Alright, ground, water, airborne. We can dodge attacks by performing a nimble dash in the desired direction. Move like a swift breeze while airborne. Okay. So we can do an air dash. Doesn't seem like it gives us iframes, but it might. So we can also change her attire. Is it under equipment? No. extras, probably. So we can be the Sorcerer's Academy uniform or the Azure Mantle. I'll go with it. Oh. Representative of attuners from the Frost family. So a uniform worn by apprentice sorcerers attending the Sorcerer's Academy. It's said to be inspired by the garments worn by prior sorcerers that inhabited the land of fumes. Interesting. Well, I don't have anything else to change, so here we are. Welcome to the land of fumes, fueled by magic. At your service. There we go. Is there anything down here? No, I had to check. It's a very interesting air dash. It's slow, honestly. Like I'm used to air dashes being kind of quick things. But in this case, it's anything else. Oh, maybe I do actually have iframes now. Either way, from my perspective, I don't mind the time to double jump. From my perspective, the faster I get the double jump, the faster these games tend to feel smoother to me. Okay. Amulet fragment, a fragment of magicite suspended in an argentine vial. The higher the concentration of magicite, the stronger the protective ward becomes. So it gives us extra HP. That I almost kind of feel like... Oh. Oh, it's a homunculus that's still going, just barely. So I can describe it. It's... I almost kind of wish more Metroidvanias just started with double jump and just said, nope, you know what, this is so generic that you just start with it now. Passage through the human settlement of Old City authorized. Beware, rampaging creatures prowling the outskirts of Old City pose a threat to human life. Is that dog okay? Dog doesn't look great. Goodness, I can hardly believe that the lower stratum remains this populated. How is it that humans live amidst the thick haze of fumes, heavy with magic? Arcane instruments is how. Without 'em, we'd be goners. Name's Gordon. I'm the resident arcane smith around these derelict parts. I take it the kid's an attuner. Where are your friends? As it so happens, we are presently in search of other attuners. There's also a way to the upper stratum. Can't say I've spotted any attuners for a while, and you won't learn much about the upper stratum down here. What about a winged homunculus? You heard about Yolen from Levy, did ya? Yolen used to keep us safe from the mutants, but that was then. I haven't seen him lately. There's unsavory rumors that he's been attacking folks and such. Might have gone over yonder, down the road. But it ain't safe to get close, you hear? Maybe an attuner could. No, never mind. Thinking of asking a kid I just met. The years are catching up to me. Dog. Kind of ghoulish looking robo-dog, but dog all the same. Alright. It's teeming with homunculi out there. You take care now. Times like these, you need to make sure to get plenty of rest. Don't overdo it. Why not take a break on that sofa over there? Okay, conversations with allies. You can talk with your allies at respites. I can tell you have something on your mind. Best come out with it. Considering we have a long journey ahead of us, it'd be nice to know your names. My name. You may refer to me however you please. Lido. Huh. My name's Lido. But what about you? What kind of adult doesn't know their own name? Nola. Call me Nola. Is that actually your name? It's etched into my arm. This leads me to believe it is. I see. Yeah, this really is just Ender Lily's plus. It's nice. I like it. Tattered letter. Tattered letter. Dear sis, happy birthday. You said you wanted a new pillow, so I tried to pluck some of Yolen's feathers to make one, but he got kind of mad, so I'm going to ask Gramps to teach me how to make magical tools for you instead. From Levy. You there, have you seen anyone alive outside the city? We'd be long dead if it wasn't for the arcane instruments warding off the fumes. Ugh. It doesn't really look like it's worth living here, to be honest. This place is in a bad state. Since mutants everywhere. Remain alert. I gotta get used to the fact that the dash is right trigger. I think it was that way in Ender Lilies as well, but I'm so used to like stuff like dash and dodge. Oh, move. Interesting. Dash and dodge being tied to like circle or something. Okay. Let's go with this. Having played Library of Arena somewhat actively recently, this whole kind of like, I'm gonna say like sad anime girl vibes. There's probably a better name for it, but it's kind of like, how would I describe it? Like, okay, for manga, there's like shoujo, shonen, seinen, I don't freaking, unfortunately, like, I'm not very apprised of all of the like different subgenres of manga and whatnot. But it's usually like for boys, for girls, for adults. And then you like might mix in like AI, which I believe is supposed to be like romance and some other stuff. Where I can easily get to the map from here. Oh, it's right stick, but only barely. But this kind of whole like bittersweet anime girl vibes is something that is like super consistent across like a lot of media, but I've never heard of like a good term for it. And so like here I am just going like sad anime girl vibes, and it's like, no, there's gotta be a good name for it, maybe. Dang. I need like a drop attack. Okay. I see. So I do have iframes when dashing, and you can dash through an enemy attack. Amulet fragment. I was wondering about that with the boss fight, because it felt like you were supposed to dash or roll through the kind of fist explosion. But you couldn't really. If there's a good name for this genre, I am all ears, just because like I'm not much of like an overly anime guy. I like watching a lot of anime, but only like certain levels, and I usually find like, oh, what's a good example? Like Madoka Magica gave me weird vibes and I didn't like it. I think that was too much suffering for me. And I can very much see this game kind of being in that territory too, but there's something about it, like when done well, that it's very compelling. Momodoro is kind of the same way. I'm trying to think of other good examples. I guess there's been quite a number. Oops. I should send the fist first. Okay, where am I? Oh, I'm at the bottom of where I was at earlier. That's fine. I just want to explore around. Hello, it's a dude. Can't go anywhere without a drink. I'll have my fill before the old city folk find out. Tavern Bulletin Board. Increase in reports of homunculi tuning, or of homunculi tuning mutant. Probably of a homunculi tuning mutant has come to our notice. As retrieving cores is no longer a feasible endeavor, we must ask that you maintain a safe distance. Additionally, while we suffer a deficit of attuners, do remain vigilant with reports. Impressive that a little one like yourselves survived this long. This place isn't safe, though. How about having your first drink before you kick the bucket? So, kind of nothing. Just dudes. I don't know if chain dashing is any faster. Let's see. And there's no way I'm going to be able to get to the top left from here. And right, we fought the dude there. So we'll just go this direction and go up the street this time around. Let's go left. I'm very glad that we just have, like, big hammer smash right from the get-go. And that I don't have to queue it up. Now, do they go up angles? I'm assuming they do. Okay. It's right to get past it. I figured it was going to sweep through and... Ooh, that's a cool lightning rod. Sanguinary Raven increases aerial attack damage by 10%. An arcane instrument imparted to Yolen by his friend Levi. Crafted under the guidance of Master Arcane Smith Gordon. A precious gift. My assumption is that the homunculus is probably our next companion. Ouch. Good time for a heal. I shouldn't have been fighting both of them, but it's fine. Also, interestingly, I think you can actually... Yeah, you can use sword sweeps to clear distance even faster. The winged homunculus might be nearby. Stay on your toes. I think we got a respite, yeah. Respite before a boss fight. Customize what relics Lilac and the homunculus equip. Relics can offer various effects. Multiple can be equipped at one time. We just need more slots. As we'll open this up. I guess I should save just in case. I don't know if the dying kicks you back to the last checkpoint or the last time you saved. Oops. We had a conversation. The attuner living in Old City mentioned it before. The blighted fumes from the lower stratum seeped into the souls, the cores of countless mutants. Even the attuners are unable to get near them. Countless homunculi turned mutants roam the land of fumes. I doubt we'll be able to save them all. Freaking background. That's the winged homunculus Levi mentioned. I swore to protect them. Okay, good. And I can fire fist. Oop, that was quick. Going to be a little hard to get at this guy, but not that hard. Oh. There we go. Sometimes he's down low enough that it's not much of a problem. All right. Worth it. Hoping he just does his charge, but it looks like he wants me to get closer to him. Yeah, I goofed it. There we go. It's fine. He doesn't have much left. That was actually quite easy. The air dodge is amazingly powerful, and that's why it's quite easy. Because that was not... That was not it. This is it. Ah. Heal up. Only problem is I'm a little low on juice. Unfortunately, I cannot summon Fist simultaneously. Which is a bit of an issue for me. There we go. It's fine. Ow, not fine, that hurt. Yeah, you really do have to kind of dodge last second, but it's fine. Boy, he got scuffed looking. Please don't be a phase 3. There we go. That's right. The fumes made me lose myself. Tune. Emilius, test subject. Did he run away from the stratum? There's a tumor near his wings. I can't remove it. I want to thank someone. If you want to thank someone, she's the one who found you. Of course, it's Lilac. Please protect those two sisters. You won't leave me, will you? Yeah, it's a promise. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was Yolen. Or whatever her name was. I almost broke another promise. You have my debt. Or my thanks. You have my thanks. I'm in your debt. I heard from Levy. She asked us for help. I thought she needed me, but I suppose it was the other way around. Unfortunately, I still can't remember much from after I lost consciousness. You're looking for other attuners, though. I'd check in the sealed magicite mine. Let's go see Gordon at the old city market. I'm sure he'd be willing to help. Collecting homunculi like Pokemon. Yolen. Oh, of course, Yolen's their name. Levy was the girl. Sorry, I'm bad with names. An experimental homunculus that escaped to the old city from the biological research facility in the central stratum. Experiments involving animal fusion were conducted on Yolen by a renowned homunculus researcher who fled a neighboring country that is no more. Yolen's ability allows him to attack continuously while following Lilac. You can move freely while the ability is active. Useful for keeping up long-range pressure. The ability's high mobility is offset by its modest power. Used in tandem with Nola's close-range attacks for maximum effectiveness. Hi, I'm sorry. Your friend is now my friend now. I'm keeping him. Once again, I just have to say, the smoking, glowing clock tower that has crashed into the ground is such a good vibe for a background. That homunculus finally did succumb to the madness. Can never trust these things. It almost looks like there's a gap up there, but no. I'm always kind of... I don't like hidden walls, like breakable walls that are hard to spot. If it's obvious, I don't mind them. But games make me paranoid because they love to hide weird secrets in places where, like, how are you going to find them? Like, I'm trying to think of... Is it the Great Hollow in Dark Souls 1? Where you can, like, go... There's multiple hidden walls, like, back to back with, like, a treasure chest in between. But you keep going, there's a whole zone down there. And just, like, at least that one was kind of obvious because it was just weird. But I've played other games where it's just like, what is this secret wall? It makes no sense. Why is it so well hidden? Who's supposed to find this thing? I don't know if this game has those, but I'm paranoid. Warren Sorcerer's Memo. If we fail to reach the Land of Origins, the magic in this nation will eventually run dry, or worse, be consumed by the curse of the Blight. The theory that life can be remade or even created using magic has been successfully put to the test. It's now our only hope. Yeah, just hammer bashing someone in this is very satisfying. Just, oops. There we go. Oh, cool. After beating the boss, I got all my stuff back too. Some more materials so we can make some stuff. It seems like there's an equipment system, which I'm curious to see what that does. Right. I guess I should actually use the dash and run. Ow. Deserved that. Is there much of a reason? I guess there is actually a lot of reason for me to just run around just being extra fighty just because. I still don't quite know what levels get us, because it doesn't seem like it pops up with any stats or anything of the sort. You know what? I'm actually going to have them be R1. Oh, they even shoot up and down too, so he aims. That's nice. Yolvin's double-barreled pistol, fastered by the Milius family. It shall never run out of bullets as long as magic courses through him. Boy, it feels like you could do something about that exposed ribcage of his, but maybe it doesn't matter that much. Like, I don't know. I think if I was in this situation, it'd be a little bit more like, hey, can I help with that? Well, I'll be. You brought Yolven back. You're a wee little thing, but one hell of a tuner. You have my thanks. Levy will be downright giddy. Here, suppose you should have this. Lower stratum key. Key that unlocks the passage leading to the Magicite mine and the tethered steeple. A hazardous restricted zone within the lower stratum where residents of lower and central stratums are not permitted passage. What is it? Magicite mine. Tethered steeple. This key'll get you to those closed-off, bone-chilling places. And that there's my homunculus, man's best friend. His name's Hottie. Used to be in the central stratum before coming here, but this and that happened and I became a wanted man. Hades saved my skin back then, about as reliable as they come. So cute. I'd rather you be out seeing the world than wasting away with an old fool like me, Pop. What do you say, kid? You'd be doing us both a favor. Doggo. I'm curious if we get other weapons, like Nola. Ah, fast travel. Mount Hattie to travel instantaneously to respites you've previously visited. I was kind of hoping it would become like a new sprint so I could go heckin' fast. One more thing. Whenever you got materials, stop by this here craftery. I'm an arcane smith after all. Figured I could do you some good. Break boxes and mine material deposits that you come across to scavenge materials. They're used to fabricate items at crafteries. In addition to the one manned by Gordon, other such shops can be found around the Land of Fumes as well. In time, you may be able to find ways to expand their inventory. Okay, magic vial. So increases equipment slots by 1. So that's good. Crude bangle. Let's see. So we can get 2 of these at a time. I don't know what those stats are, unfortunately. Let's see, so how much do I have? I'm probably just going to go for the magic vial, more than anything else. Did I talk to this guy? No. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. What do we have down here? Oh, more. Maybe little, but you're a splendid tuner all the same. These are very positive people. Yolvin's back. I didn't think I'd survive when I fell down here, but the townspeople saved me. I got separated from my little sister, though. I wonder if she's up there. Okay, so we get an item. More max HP. Interesting. So he's actually completely... He's just another weapon. Kind of like the, So I might actually want to swap some things around then. Go find a different respite. So, earlier I was asking if there's, like, a better weapon, kind of like, Nola. I think I can just use him endlessly. Let's see. So let's swap... Do something like that. Encore, main, and cooldown. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to see how it works. But this way I can... Ooh. Yeah, the one problem is it's going to be hard for me to jump. Well, I've got him out, but I can still dodge. It's so rude. He does good break damage, too. But not good damage. I don't know. I'll have to think about him. I was kind of hoping he'd just, like, come out for a little while. And then, kind of a set it and forget it kind of thing, as opposed to, like, hey, I actually have to, like, press and hold triangle. I don't know. I'll figure out, like, a good button setup. Unfortunately, yeah, pressing triangle and X simultaneously is a little tough. I wonder where Levy did go, though. If Levy isn't in town, she must have gone outside on her own again. Perhaps she's looking for a partner. I keep an eye on her when she'd go out to collect junk, but now she's just sneaking off on her own. A sentiment I can somewhat relate to myself. There's another just like her in front of you. Huh? Lilac is just like, you talking about me? Rude. I need some kind of like drop attack. If I can get that, I'll be in for a much easier time. A number of times I just end up directly above an enemy, and not in a great way. But yeah, I think the gun actually has like considerably better stagger than the sword does, or at least it feels considerably better to me. Sword's still probably more worth it from a damage perspective. Oh. Subterranean Laborer's Code. As long as the magicite yet glitters, toil as though the very future depends upon it. For it is your hands that lay the foundation for the Milius family. Captain of Magicite Mining Team number 1. The fumes here are denser than I expected. Okay, locked door from this direction, so can't go any further. But yeah, I liked Ender Lilies. I think I'm finding myself a little bit more... Oh, right. I should probably just dodge through those. I'm finding myself a little bit more drawn in by the story here. I think both were good in different ways. Like, I think it is very compelling to, you know, see something in extreme decay. You know, a sci-fi or a... Okay, good time to heal. It might be one of those where I actually want to put... Oh, respite. Is that a bench? It almost looks like a backhoe kind of situation. Oh. Yeah, let's try gun. Oh, you absolutely can upgrade these. Yeah, that'll take a little bit of getting used to. It's very rude. But yeah, I'm not jumping or moving much when I'm swinging my sword. I legitimately can't. Okay, that hurt. There's something up above. There we go. Why did I do that to myself? It's fine. Amulet fragment. Yeah, I'll take it. That was just most of my juice. And yeah, we still can't break through these. I'm assuming that's what the drop attack is inevitably going to get for us. But yeah, so if I have attack on triangle instead, I can attack while I'm moving around smoothly and freely. And then when it's time to like stop and actually beat on something, well, that's what triangle's for. Glad I was paying attention. Not that it matters too much. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's working so far. Just gotta remember to use the fist smash when I get the chance. Yeah, it's a very good build for stunning foes. There we go. And mobility. It's just a lot of different buttons that I'm gonna have to keep in order in my brain. And that's not always the easiest. Ow. Okay, backing off for a hot second. But this dude does not want to let me. That's fine. But we are gonna have to go back and heal. I do really dig the fact that, cool things that, like collectibles and whatnot are immediately marked on the minimap. Like, I see that there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do much about it. But it's comforting to know that, like, hey, that's there. Keep an eye out for it. You're going to want that. It feels like, I guess they probably simplified some amount of this. There we go. Yeah, you can use sword swings to clear distance as well. But they probably simplified some amount of the exploration purely from the perspective of, like, how to describe it. There's kind of, I don't know, I guess this is supposed to be a much more combat focused. Okay, so we got two jumpy boys. Kill one. Yeah, I don't have the HP to really squander here. Pretty flower, but don't think I can do anything with it. More materials. Die flower. Oh, it gave me some healing back. So there is a reason to destroy the flowers. Okay. Just don't get hit by the... There we go. Is there anything here? No. So do we actually want to go this direction? Heck if I know. I don't have any plan here. That's a boy and an owl. Hello, boy and owl. Are you my next homunculus? Haven't seen you before. Got worked over by a mutant. I'd hoped you might know something of Lilac's past, but it appears not. Chief Attuner might know. We're lucky to be alive, you know. Most of my buddies didn't make it. If I may, I have another query. Would you happen to know of a means to reach the upper stratum? You're looking to go there, are you? Well, it's true, we won't last in the lower stratum much longer. Anyway, you need to get to the central stratum first. You'll have to activate the Grand Lift in the Old City. The Grand Lift in Old City? Us attuners are looking for a way to activate it. If you want to give us a hand, I'll lend you my homunculus. Are you sure? You made it this far. I'll take my chances. Wow, we really are just collecting them like Pokemon. Oh, it's cute. I was expecting it to be creepier. It's just sleepy. Let's give us a glide. Aerial Scout Moonin, auto ability. Homunculus Scout imparted by the attuner Heath. Once upon a time, sorcerers would employ owl familiars as messengers. With the downfall of the Frost family, however, they've been replaced with homunculi. Upon being summoned, Moonin will follow Lilac and attack enemies that are within range of her own volition. While she doesn't offer the strongest means of offense, Moonin can be summoned and left to her own devices, making her an invaluable ally for less experienced attuners. Gotta head to town and get this arcane instrument fixed. I'll leave it to ya. Okay, homunculi, owl. So is it just like perpetual? Might be. Guess I should be using sword here. Yeah, it's not that good. But it's not terrible either. There we go. It's just like an extra 13 damage here and there. But that extra 13 damage helps, especially if I'm like moving or dodging or anything of that sort. Yeah, do we want to go back down? Nah. Next save point we find, maybe I'll go back. But right now, I might as well just keep kind of progressing. I just want to see as much of this game as possible at the moment, rather than be overly thorough. Being thorough can come later. Okay. Oh, that... Why do they have mining mechs? What fool put these dudes in mining mechs? So big question is, can I abuse them here? Can I cheese them with fist? They're weirdly fast. Why are they weirdly fast? They're only weirdly fast when they're moving around, though. They kind of give up the ghost pretty quickly otherwise. But yeah, oh, look at that map. It tells you exactly where items are. It's not even that, like, vague about it. It's just like, hey, here's the cool stuff. Come back later, I guess. Oh, no, we still have the owl. Yes, I think I might still upgrade the owl more than others, just because I don't know if I'm going to be juggling that many buttons anyway. And so having a critter that I just have out and active constantly for me seems like a good idea. Oh, it's a lift, but it's not active yet. Okay, no, it takes full damage, no matter where we're at. It seems to just be kind of a mining charge more than anything else. So I can kind of just stay away from him. There we go. I guess the other trick is to just stay behind him for the most part. Because a lot of his attacks only fire forwards. Ow. Whoop. Except for that one. I don't know if he has any other patterns, but I'm not going to let him use them. Unless we got a second phase. Nope. I don't think... Am I adding this guy to my collection? What? That was not what I was expecting. What have I done? We are prohibited from harming humans, and yet, what am I to do now? There's no more excavating to be done. No, do not let it concern you. Please accept this as a token of my apology. Experimental amplifier, component for unlocking and enhancing abilities. Ah, so we can upgrade one of our homunculi. I'll probably still upgrade the sword first, but still. Work. I think leaving him alone like that is probably not the best idea. Wall with etched writing. There's something wrong in the mines. It's as if everyone's gone mad. They dig for magicite as if their lives depended upon it. Is it because of the fumes? Maybe I'm going crazy too. Or maybe I always was. What are you mutants playing at now? Why help us after everything you put us through? Right, grab the materials. In case we can do more shopping. I guess the other one is upgrading the gun just to stun things better. I don't know. Both are good. Let's get the owl back. Wait, I keep pressing that as though it's gonna trigger anything. Have I been here? I guess I have. Oh, it was a locked door, and then I just... Let's see. It was a locked door that I didn't go through, and then I hadn't gone this direction. I really shouldn't be fighting with the map out here. There we go. It really does seem like the play is to just gun them down until they're stunned, and then you're free to do whatever. Helix Crystal. 3% of HP every time an enemy is defeated. Mutated item formed from the fusion of a decaying core and magicite. When the will of resurrection flickering within the soul residue is inside a decaying core is strong enough, it can trigger a mutation causing the magicite to transform. So what else do we have? Because I was really hoping that that one guy... Oh, do we want to go back up? There's a door up here. I pressed the wrong button. I should be careful and not immediately forget how to play the game. Yeah, there's a door up here. I'm pretty sure it's locked, though. I think what we want to do is unlock that, yeah. That one kind of diagonal lift that I found earlier. This music's nice to listen to. It's very pleasant. I do kind of miss the industrial grunge from that one area, but whatever. I'll have to look into the soundtrack for this one. I've been saying that a lot lately. Okay, so we can enhance. Oh. Oh, interesting. So we can get a different ability. So, leaps forward, dealing a blow with a prosthetic arm, inflicting freeze. Can be used in conjunction with other abilities. Increases ammo from 1 to 2 rounds, so it fires twice. Lacerate. Spinning blade that cuts through enemies, ricocheting off any train it encounters. Okay, so she doesn't have anything, because we need other abilities. So, we can do the fist slam, we can upgrade the gun, so it increases the rate of fire, we can increase the homing missile from the owl, or lacerate. My main question is this something that I have to equip? Trying it. Okay, Carapace bracelet assist, so that ain't it. Oh. Oh, sick. I don't know if it's actually better, but it's so cool looking. Oh, right. We have to go back. I was going to equip that one ability. Relics. No free slots. No. Unequip. Equip. There we go. At 3% of my max HP every time I defeat a homunculus. It's not amazing. But yeah, with this I can fire that and then attack in kind of short order and get the best of both worlds. I think the only problem is it triggers kind of high. Let's see. So we had that one upper area, or that one lower right area, but I don't think it can destroy those yet. I don't know if it's quite as worth it. Like I might have to, or I might regret this whole like saw blade launcher. But I'm gonna try my dangest not to. Doesn't stop me from taking a bunch of damage. I wonder if you could actually use this. No, you probably can only have one ability per character unlocked. That's hell on their stamina, though. So maybe it is worth it. I don't know. I'm sure upgrading it probably makes a big difference, too. Let's see. Oh, he just keeps chucking him out, too. So, yeah. On par with the gun. If a little risky. Alright. I forgot about my owl. I really should have that out. Okay, so where are we going? We had that one to the side, too. Yeah, nothing there. Activate this. Stay away from the fire bombs. I'm just gonna stay away from the fire bombs. Because I've used up all of my healing. I had a much smoother run the first time through here. Not so much the second. Oh boy, how time has flew? We're already very much an hour in, so it's probably a good stopping point for me. There's more I can do for sure. Places to go, things to see, homunculi to collect, and obviously all sorts of mysteries to solve. Oh, you can also change the difficulty. Unavailable in the early access version. So, didn't know that this was launching in early access. I was assuming it was going to be a full launch. So, it's only going to be in early access for 6 months to a year. Oh no, Ender Lilies was early access, wasn't it? So they're probably going to be polishing a lot of stuff, adding more areas. So, currently this only has one village in the first 4 areas of the game. I'm assuming we've seen the first 3, give or take. Characters that become allies in each area, core skills, everything. So, I'm feeling pretty good about it. I think the big immediate issue is, of course, that that Ender Magnolia is in early access and is kind of limited on content. That said, you know, 6 months to a year is not a bad early access period, and the foundation that I've already seen shown as part of this is more than enough to kind of sell me on the idea of playing more. What I'm going to do in the meantime is probably go back and play Ender Lilies, and honestly, that's actually what I'm going to say, is if you're watching this video and you want to pick this up, it might still be worth it. It's 20 bucks as kind of its base price. I would say go pick up Ender Lilies and play that instead in the meantime. And then wait for this to come out of early access, because I think you're going to get a fuller experience and you'll be able to appreciate Ender Magnolia even more when it finally comes out in 1.0. But either way, it's one of my more anticipated Metroidvanias to come out in quite a while. I think they announced it during the Game Awards or something like that. Oh, maybe it was a different festival or something. But I have to say, I'm thoroughly impressed, and they've sold me on the idea of playing this when it's fully out. But for now, at least, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. Helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe, because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. I just love this ability, even if it's not that good. I mean, maybe it is. We'll see.